Where you at, Berto?
Female streamers got a slap on the wrist. It looks like they got away with it, man. Wow. I think that the ban was only lifted after one singular day. Twitch, you're really setting a terrible example with this one, but is that even a surprise at this point? Not really.
What's popping, y'all? Twitch has been in a ish storm the past couple of weeks, and keeping it being, I love it. Nah, I do love the platform Twitch. Twitch, I love you so much, and I do like the content that they are providing me. But this development was so insane, and it goes back to,
mind you, I don't think that they should have gotten like a permaban or anything, but one day, could you at least pretended to give a fuck? Like, damn. You could have gave them like a week.
the essay, which is what happened. The essay that was committed by two streamers. One, I was actually going to call her Zoe Plant. Yo, Soluminati comes up with the greatest names. Zoe Spencer and streamer Nina Lynn attacked this guy, Saeed, who works with Silky. So they attacked, and this was months ago. I didn't know this was that long ago. I thought it was like a month or two ago.
That was
this
news
happened,
to me.
But this got resurfaced, and Clippers really they're holding these people in the palm of their hands. It's at their mercy whether they want.
That's one thing about live streaming. You can't mess up because it's live. Everybody gonna see it. You're cooked.
And make something relevant again. So this was 8 months ago or so that the event happened, and then clips start getting posted about it. People start talking about it, and then she gets pressed about it. So Nina Lynn gets pressed about it, gets confronted about it. I don't want to say pressed. She gets confronted about it by Your Rage, and she's like, oh yeah, you know, like I get why he's embarrassed, this and that. And they hadn't been banned for it 8 months ago when it happened. They had not been banned for it when it resurfaced. But then Asmongold, who is arguably the biggest streamer, the biggest commentator for sure.
Definitely. We need to get our numbers up to Asmongold level, bro.
Right now, he had this clip that started spreading around. And I'm going to play for you guys right now.
What a disgusting. Really? Why is this on the platform right now?
He went hard on him.
Video evidence of her assaulting somebody. Really? Like, I mean, what is this? Twitch is like, we have standards called double standards. Yeah. No, it's not even a double standard because they didn't give a fuck when it happened to other girls, right? And give a fuck about with Emmy, they didn't give a fuck about with this. I just it's not double standards. They've got no standards. No, we gotta get a video out on this and let everybody know about it. We gotta let people know about this. This is some nasty, raunchy hood rat.
So is Asmongold the one that really blew up this situation? And as he should have, like, this definitely needed to be brought to the forefront.
Disgusting Cardi B wannabe behavior.
Oh my God.
It should be on like the red light district, and it should have no place on the internet. Get your off of here, assaulting people. You're disgusting.
Oh my God.
Absolutely disgusting. Get the out of here. Like, how do you even do this? Wow.
He's going hard. Again, I didn't go this hard, not because I think that they're in the right. They definitely deserve some type of consequences. But I just genuinely want to believe that they thought it was a joke and they thought it was funny. And it was, you know, it's immature of them. But hear me out. Just because you did the wrong thing with good intentions does not make you innocent. Okay? So I'm not saying by any means that what they did was okay. What I am saying is I don't think that they're like predators or anything. You know what I'm trying to say? I just feel like they were doing some inappropriate joking and they need to be held accountable. But that's the difference though. It's like if you did something wrong with goodwill in your heart, should you get the full maximum sentence of some shit? That's why there's degrees in like murder. You know what I'm saying? There's first degree murder. There's attempted murder. There's manslaughter. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this shit. So I don't think that they should get the same level of punishment as somebody who's just a straight up monster. And that's where I say like Twitch definitely should have banned them, but damn, they only hit one day. They didn't even give them a week. Like, make them feel that at least. They probably didn't even want to stream for one day. All you did was give them damn near a paid vacation. You know what I'm saying?
OnlyFans make this normalized? No, it didn't. No, this did not make no. This is never normalized. It should never be normalized. Don't ever. It's nobody's fault except for their fault that they did this. Nobody else made this happen.
So they ended up getting banned. However, I don't think they would have gotten banned had this not blown
Definitely
up
not.
in the same time frame
Not a
that
chance.
the incident at TwitchCon happened. Which the incident at TwitchCon is this girl Emiru. She got attacked. Some dude, just like some giant, at least compared to her, some giant walks up, like tries to hug her and kiss her, and then like there was security nowhere to be found, and it was her own personal security that pushed him off. So yeah, those guys flopped as well, and this became like the talk of the town, and especially how poorly they handled it before and after. So eventually these girls, they both get banned, and Saeed, he says thank you.
Wow.
On his Twitter, and he says still going to make a statement later. This was October 25th when they got banned. And
now, in my last video too, where people are not gonna like this opinion, I don't think that he's wrong in any way that he feels, and you know how he handled this situation. Those girls were wrong. Those girls were dead fucking wrong. So let me say that a million times over. But I just also feel like, as a man, a young man, like, I guess it just saddens me to see how negatively this affected him as well. Because to a degree, I feel like, and this is going to sound so bad because I know people are going to be like, yo, bro, that's wrong. He shouldn't have to like be this macho tough guy. That's not what I'm trying to say, but it's just like, damn, two girls were punking around and making, like, I just feel like as a man, he shouldn't even have been in that situation. I know every nigga's different. I know every nigga is gonna hold their own differently, but it's like, to a degree, it's like, damn, bro, like, you really just let these two girls like punk you and make you like so goddamn emotionally stressed to where you're worried about that. Like, I just know if it were me, it wouldn't even have happened if I would have said, hey, stop this shit. Yo, I'm not fucking playing. Like, I'm not playing with y'all. I don't like this shit. Stop. They would have felt my energy. Like, they would have stopped. You know what I'm saying? It would have been so clear. Like, I'm not fucking playing. I don't like this. Stop. So one, I just feel like every man should have that backbone within them to us, you know, assert their dominance, and not in no toxic weird way, but just like, you know, stand up for themselves. And the fact that, like, we saw how it played out. You guys saw the clips. You know, you might not be able to see it in this video because YouTube, we're in the hot seat right now, so I can't show certain stuff, but I'm sure you guys have saw the clips at some point in time. You know, he's laughing, he's nervous laughing, whatever. You know, they're dragging him across the room, they're getting on top of him, all this shit. It's just like, you still are a man too at the end of the day though, bro. Like, and this is not me shitting on you or trying to talk shit. It's just, I just genuinely think at some point, look in the mirror and maybe not taking accountability is not the right word, but making a change in your mentality and your frame and the way you carry yourself. Because I just feel like if you were more confident and more secure with yourself as a man, one, you wouldn't even have allowed this to happen. And two, you wouldn't be so negatively affected by this. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that those girls are in the right. I'm not saying that he's in the wrong by any means necessary. But I am also saying could be a great opportunity to self-reflect and be like, yo, bro, I'm a man. How I just let these two girls punk me? Yo, my bad real quick, but I got to put y'all on, man. I know y'all like money. Shit, I like money. Money's nice. And I'm about to give y'all the easiest hustle to make some side cheese while you doom scrolling watching Berto videos. I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of y'all be playing games on your phones for free. Now I'm about to show you how to get paid off it. Hit the link in my description or scan this QR code on the screen, and in only about 30 seconds, you're gonna be able to sign up for freecash.com. It's super simple, just like any website. With a quick email and a password, you're in. It's gonna be a wall of games just waiting for you to get to that cheese. There's so many valid options, so just actually pick a game that you would like to play on your free time. You speed run the levels, and I'm talking about actual money that you can spend IRL, go straight into your free cash balance. I'm telling you, bro, this method turns your brain dead time where you just chilling playing games on your phone to actually stacking some cheese. Realistically, most people are pulling $10 to $20 in a day just from casual playing. You ain't even got to be going crazy for real. And if you're one of them grinders, you actually like to get to that bag, there are offers where you can make up to $100 to even $500. So it does get pretty insane, I'm telling you. Now, some of the top earners, you don't got to do this, but if you want to, you could actually speed run and spend a couple of dollars for better earning opportunities. But you don't have to spend a penny, bro. You could dead ass get a bankroll just by playing the free games. Stick to the free stuff and you'll still be able to cash out. So next time you're taking a break from my videos and you just chilling and you playing games on your phone, you might as well make something out of it. it. You guys know I've always said, man, if you're gonna play video games, you might as well make some money, man. And they made the cash out process so easy. They have PayPal, gift cards, whatever works for you, they got it. So hit the link or scan the code and sign up for free today, gang. Because when you use my link, they're already gonna start you off with a $5 bonus. Where you at, family? You already know I got you, bro. Let's get back to the video. But go get your money, dog. What the fuck?
And funny enough, it got reported a day later, Zoe Spencer was unbanned from Twitch after serving a 24-hour ban for the essay incident involving Silky's assistant Saeed. And the guy Saeed said, "This is just unreal." Keep in mind, this guy.
And you see, you know, and I don't know, bro. Like, again, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but this just feels like little bitch nigga energy to me. And if that's just me being honest, bro. That's just me being honest. But hey, I don't want to cross the lines and say that he's not a victim. He is the victim in the scenario, but I'm just so upset on the fact that he's playing that card, though.
Is 24 years old. You just have to put that out there. And another account actually made a very good point and said, "I Show Speed was banned on Twitch for 2 years for words he said, by the way."
That's
and
crazy
we're not gonna
by
act like
Twitch.
those words weren't crazy. I'm haunted by this moment when this happened in Speed's career, and I still hold Aiden somewhat accountable for being able to prevent this. So if you guys are unfamiliar with the situation, what happened years ago is that Ash Cash,
Oh my
very
God.
popular IG girl. Yeah, I know who Ash Cash is, but people were like, yo, they were surprised I didn't know who this Lexi girl was. I was like, I didn't know who Lexi was. Ash Cash, I knew who Ash Cash was. But Ash Cash, it was kind of like an E-Date stream that Aiden Ross was hosting. I Show Speed, I think Kai Cenat was there too, but I Show Speed was one of the people, and then he set up this joke. Keep in mind, I Show Speed was 16, 17 at the time. He was definitely under 18, and he said, "Oh, if it was me and you on an island, and we were the last people on Earth, like what's going, like would we get together?" And so she's like thinking, and then we already know because this joke has been used before. But I saw this, I was like, "Oh no!" And this is the opportunity. Aiden saw what was coming. Everybody saw what the punchline was going to be, including Aiden Ross, which is why I feel like he should have stopped him there, because saying something like that on Twitch is crazy. In general, is crazy. And then she said, "No," or something like that. And then I Show Speed says, "Who gonna stop me?" Which is like, oh, it's just me and you. There's nobody that's gonna stop me from taking it if I want to. Which is,
Oh my
you
God.
don't say something like that on Twitch. I don't know if you say something like that in general, but
yeah,
you know. But he gets banned for that. And keep in mind, this was not in person. This was digital, and he got banned for several years for that. It was an
Yeah, and again, another sign of Twitch just showing favoritism. And that'd be my problem with these platforms, bro. Like, I get it. There's millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of creators. It's virtually impossible to just treat every scenario the same. But holy shit, the levels of unfairness and how they pick and choose to handle certain shit is just disgusting, gang. Like, it really doesn't make any sense what's going on with these platforms, bro. Y'all need to lock in.
indefinite suspension until, you know, he reformed and all of that. And these girls, they committed the essay live on stream physically, 2 of them on top of the dude, and there was crazy backlash for it, and they got 24 hours. What's also funny is that some random other chick just decides to clout farm off of it and posts, "I love this pic of me and Saeed, so I'm posting it." Just, she got fried so hard that she had to turn off replies to it. People are like, yo, you
what was she gonna get out of that?
cannot be, you know, she was never posting this if this situation didn't happen and she couldn't clout farm off of it, which is 100% true. And then Silky, who Saeed works for, I was wondering, I was like, who the hell is Saeed? Where'd this guy come from? So Silky, he was celebrating hitting 50,000 subscribers, and I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
It's probably got some music playing, so there's some copyright here. So I'll just play my sound.
I made this shit look sweet. Yeah. I made this shit look sweet.
All subs still go to Saeed.
Okay.
Remember that. All subs still go to Saeed, my boy.
Yo.
I want all these subs to go to Saeed, you heard? All these subs
That's
to go
tough.
to Saeed. So
Shout out to Silky, man.
currently, we are at 1,300. Saeed is taking all of that home. This
Nice.
is all going to Saeed. I'm not touching none of this. Thank you.
Aww. Real nigga.
Thank you.
So some people
Take care of his people. I love to see that. That's W Silky, man.
are kind of tripping. They're like, yo, he's giving the revenue of 50,000 subscribers. No, he was trying to hit 50,000, and then he tweeted out like, oh, all subs in the next 30 minutes to 1 hour are going to go to, all the sub revenue will go to Saeed. So he's been very, very supportive of him, and they've all been really supportive of the situation. However, we do have to be fair here. And I think people have just taken this opportunity to try to come at Nina Lynn and Zoe Spencer. And I'm not here to do that, because I personally think Nina Lynn, Zoe Spencer.
Zoe is a repeat offender. I don't really rock with what she got going on. She has made it a point in her contact to emasculate niggas over and over and over again. And we've seen, if you guys have been tapped in, bro, Soul Illuminati put her in her place a while ago. She's been on some weird shit. Now, again, I still don't necessarily think she's like a P or nothing. So I'm not going to put that on her, but she's weird, bro. That much is clear. I think with the Nina girl, though, I don't want to call it a mistake. It was still immature. And again, you have to be held accountable. But I think that her situation, her being caught up in this bullshit, definitely could have been just a lack of judgment and maturity. And, you still have to deal with the consequences of that, though.
I don't know. I don't think she's got that star power. She had crazy momentum early on in the year. And I think her getting blackballed and being unable to collaborate and having male streamers, the majority of them being unwilling to collaborate with her because of how she makes them feel, has hindered her growth. But Nina Lynn is for sure a star. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, like, am I going to sit there and watch her? Probably not. But I could tell a star when I see one. And
yeah, she's got the personality.
She's got it. She's got the it factor, especially for an Asian chick. Like, what Asian chick has got all of the qualities that she has in one person as an entertainer?
W Glaze, I see you though, Yasin.
Very,
we know Yasin's type. I'm talking.
very rare. But there was this video clip that resurfaced of Silky's assistant Saeed dancing with Zoe days after the SA incident. I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
Whoa, okay, and this makes me feel better about what I was saying. At the end of the day, this is a grown-ass man, bruh. And she's twerking and you're smiling, and I see you. Look, nigga, I'm kind of scared to show it, but I'm going to see if I can just show y'all real quick. Boom. You see how he's pushing up on her real quick? It's like he's almost like he's liking that. It's almost like he's liking that. Okay. Look at that. It's almost like he's liking that. Hold on, he's getting up on it.
This is where I'm like, yo, this guy's kind of moving a little bit crazy.
And this is what I'm trying to say. So you playing the victim card, you playing like, oh, I'm being bullied and like almost like a little bitch for real. And fine, okay, maybe that's just your personality. But then when I see this, it kind of made me like, which one is it, bro? Which one is it? Are you soft and that shit really hurt your feelings? And if it did, fine, let's stand on that. But or is it more of a situation where you're just seeing a card to where it's like, oh, I can play the victim here and maybe get a lot of sympathy points, so that's what I'm gonna do. What is it, bro? Which one is it? Because when I see shit like this, it's like I almost gotta call you out, gang. You're kind of moving like a bitch. I'm just reacting to what I can see, man. I was copping pleas in the beginning.
Because keep in mind, the incident happened months ago. After that incident happens, here she is. She's slowly moving towards him. He can move out the way. He chooses not to move out the way. And if this was a chick, and like, let's say you reverse it, right? People would be like, yo, that chick was saying she got attacked, and a week later, she back together with the guy. Or a week later, here she is dancing with the dude. So is it really that bad? She's coming around him again, and they're not even in a relationship or anything. So you can't describe it as a toxic situation. And I would be inclined to agree with you in that situation. Be like, yeah, honestly, what is she going to say here? And some people are saying like, nah, because the first time it wasn't consensual. So the other, like, that doesn't mean he can't consent to it after. Come on, dog. Like,
yeah, let's see, copping pleas at this point.
Let's be real. This is where I feel like people just have animosity towards Nina Lynn and Zoe Spencer, and perhaps it's justified because of how they were treated for the bans in comparison to other people. But we're not gonna try to change things up to where, oh, nah, this guy's just a victim and he just felt pressured in the second situation. In the first situation, I'm in agreement. But in the second situation,
I'm
he
scared to show
voluntarily
that,
let
yo.
her dance up on him. So that's why I think maybe Nina Lynn came out and was like, yo, he might just be embarrassed because they had dealings with him after that. And they were probably like, yo, he was chill after that.
This gives a lot more clarity to Nina's response the first time, because I remember Nina's response coming off a little bit disingenuous, like bro, he's probably embarrassed because it was a bad moment, but like it ain't even that deep. Like we were cool. Now after seeing that clip, kind of makes sense.
And now the clip resurfaces and maybe he's embarrassed and doesn't want to look a certain type of way. And I'm inclined to potentially agree with her on that one.
Yeah.
After we get the full story, at least the full story that we have as of now, I understand why Nina Lynn said what she said. Because this is an 8-month time frame that we're talking about, or at least 6+ months. And also him celebrating them being banned, it's like...
That's lame. That's lame after seeing that you were kind of okay with Shorty pushing up on you in another clip. And this is what I'll try to say, y'all. Take everything with a fucking grain of salt, because at the end of the day, I'm looking at this shit and I'm over here trying to cop please on how I low-key feel like any man with some fucking balls is not going to be crying and bitching in this scenario. And I'm kind of tiptoeing around it, trying to explain to y'all that it really isn't that deep. I'm trying to tiptoe around it just to fast forward and get the evidence that I need to actually stand on that shit. Because, bro, what? Again, I'm not saying that these girls were right. They still are wrong. They still shouldn't have did that. No means no. It doesn't fucking matter, period. It's disgusting. It is what it is. If a nigga says no, it should hold just as much weight as when a girl says no. So let's stamp that, and that's 100% in the ground, right? But this is a 24-year-old man. And now he's like, all that's showing me is that he's an opportunist too. Because first he's sad, then he's happy, but then he's sad again because they ain't get the ban. He's he's wishing on their downfall, which it looks good from the lens of a victim. But if you was a victim, you should have been stressing this the whole way through. But we have the scenario number one, they dragging you across the room and taking your clothes off and some more shit, right? You didn't like that, allegedly. And then days later, the same person that quote unquote SA'd you is trying to dance up on you again. And you low key catching that. You like, oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, let me get that. Oh yeah. So you smiling and shit like it's all good. And then months pass. And then when it resurfaces, now you're choosing to play victim again. I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna lie. My you being a bitch senses are tingling, gang.
Like, I get it, but his emotions, or at least how he's outwardly expressed these emotions on Twitter, makes it feel like this just happened. Like, you're just so happy there. And I think people were happy that they got banned, but it's like, what did I expect? Now, I do think, I'm not saying that they should have permanently been banned or indefinitely suspended. Even though what they did was for sure essay. Like, let's not cap about that. But I don't want to see them permanently banned. My whole thing is like, yo, whatever Speed did, like, y'all should have gave him less time for that. Especially the dude's a teen.
I think there's two different conversations going on here. There's how Twitch is handling their situations, for sure. Twitch has got to get it together because they're clearly not distributing the love and hate equally. But then there's the second conversation of everything I've just yapped about.
Online, I give them 2 weeks. Like, you've given other people. Like, I don't want these girls to get permanently. I have a sore spot in my heart to see people get indefinitely suspended, especially when the amount of effort that a streamer puts in to their content. And some people say like a Nina Lynn and a Zoe Spencer, they put in work. They're entertaining to their audience. They put in a lot of effort. Now, it's not like a Kai Cenat with the production and all of that, but it's draining. Like, streaming is emotionally draining. And these chicks, they put in work, and I wouldn't want to see their revenue source like removed from them indefinitely and unsure of what they're going to do next because of one incident like this. I just wouldn't want to see.
I agree. And I don't like, bro, I honestly feel like permabans should be shouldn't even be like a thing like that unless you've done something that's clearly like heinous and you are evil. Like, you are a person that gets on these platforms and is promoting evil and doing evil things. You know what I'm saying? That's honestly how I feel, because it's just like, it's so easy to make a mistake, and the way that these platforms are, they're so unclear sometimes. Like, bro, I just got off a 7-day ban reacting to a video that's still publicly on YouTube, public, and getting millions and millions of views. It's on YouTube. I reacted to it. I got banned for 7 days. So it's like, it's just, that is so frustrating, where I know that's the case for a lot of content creators across the board. So the fear of like, yo, I could lose my entire platform indefinitely, forever, potentially, because of something that a genuine mistake that I made, or even just me like not even knowing that I did something wrong. But it's too late. It's over with. Now you're permabanned. Like, so I hate the idea of permabans for content creators. Like, you genuinely need to be on some EDP, just something that is just absolutely disgustingly heinous, and across the board is like, yo, get this person out of here. But for shit like this, again, mistake, I think this is a slap on the wrist. Like I said, there should be levels to this shit. A week ban, 2-week ban, maybe a month ban. That even feels excessive, though.
That, like, some people, maybe they have, you know, a stronger feeling of vengeance, but I don't have any vengeance. They haven't done anything to me. So I think this situation, it makes Twitch look bad, because they were I think if they got a week, it would have been solid. Like, if you ask me, I would say 2 weeks max, and then stop laying down the hammer on people like Speed when they say something crazy versus when people do something crazy. But yeah, I think this Saeed guy blew this. I think he took the opportunity to ride like a sympathy wave off of this, or I wouldn't say a sympathy wave. This is a pity wave. That's what this is. This is, people are pitying the guy, and some people are fine with being pitied. I personally, I find being pitied disgusting. Yeah. Not for other people. Like, me experiencing pity from someone else,
I don't want nobody's pity. Facts.
It just makes me feel like a freaking cockroach. It's like, whoa, don't pity me. Yeah, I might be hopping on one leg right now. I'm not, but just a hypothetical scenario. But like, let's keep it normal.
I'm a man at the end of the day.
So I think he rode that wave when he saw the clips and the opportunity for it, and that is what it is. Now, he could have felt that way. This clip that comes up after is only one thing we've seen. So who knows how much he's interacted with them since. And I think Zoe Spencer is easier to hate on because she's got like more of an aggressive personality, especially dealing with guys. And the majority of viewers of these streamers are guys, young guys, really. Or young boys, too. And that just makes her easier to hate. But I got to be fair in this situation.
Nah, for sure. I think I agree with you, Sin, on this one, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. And I know I might have said some controversial stuff, but I just don't even feel like it's that controversial, bro. Like, I think things should have not necessarily nuance, but not everything in this world is black and white. You guys want people to just point the finger and say, oh, they're evil, they messed up one time. But it's like, if it was you in that scenario and you've done something immature in your life, you've done something that you're not supposed to do, you've made an inappropriate joke before in your life. I know you have. You're lying if you say otherwise. And if you were doing it on live stream for the entertainment for your audience and you just got caught up in the moment and did some stupid shit, wouldn't you want the same grace? Ask yourself that question. And then let's see what your answer is.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.